So with being the director at Hannah House, we've seen a tremendous amount of trafficking cases come through our doors of women that have been pregnant and coming out of those situations. And so we knew that we had to do something about it. So several years ago, we formed HEPTA Coalition Longview, and that just gave us more awareness and to help spread prevention and what to do and how to educate the community better. And so that's kind of the passion behind why we do it.
Okay, yeah. So its mission is blatantly to hold events, to raise donations, all this sort of thing?
Absolutely. And to help survivors. Help to show them a different lifestyle that we can help them with. We have a prayer gathering every July here in Longview at the courthouse. But that also looks different because we answer phone calls. We get calls from attorney's office, law enforcement, first responders, and just on, maybe they need a place for a girl to stay. Maybe it's for women and children. Maybe it's a man. We recently had some situations where we had to find shelter for a man coming out of trafficking. And you don't hear that very often, but it does happen, more than we like to say. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, and then we also just help with if any there's clothing items, any care kits, but we really feel like we're getting prepared to do some big stuff coming out throughout this year, and we work with a multitude of agencies involved, and we want to make sure those Bibles and blankets that we're doing the collection for are the first thing they see and have coming out of those situations when we make a rescue.
That was my follow-up question. Why Bibles and blankets from you guys?
Well, I personally feel like if I was coming out of a crisis, horrifying situation, and I had somebody greet me with a Bible and a blanket and want to pray over me to just kind of wash that away, my past, and put that behind me and start fresh, I feel like that would be something I would want. And so we're going to try it and see. So what we are doing, we're trying to collect 60 to 75 Bibles and 60 to 75 blankets. That can be used blankets, preferably new, but used are fine too. But our donation drop-off is the Pine Tree Church of Christ on Dundee Road, and those will be we'll be collecting those through the end of February.
Where can you just drop it off at the church?
At the church office.
Church office.
Mm-hmm. Or they're welcome to reach out to HEPTA. Our number is 903-576-6523, or they can email the office, and we can make connections and picking those up as well. Right out of the gate, when they're coming out of a trafficking situation and we do a rescue, there'll be an assessment and a time of treatment and triage type situation. We want to make sure those Bibles and blankets are there, as well as being able to pray with these women and men and children, whoever it is that we can. And also if we have people call the office and we want to have something ready to go on standby to be able to deliver that to them in their time of need.
You have 65 to 75 blankets. Does that cover the expected amount of people?
Well, and that's a good question because you don't know. You could have a target say, hey, we're looking at maybe 40 here or 30 here or 20, but you never know. It could be 10 or it could be 300. So number is very vague. We don't know.
Wow.
We're kind of starting with 60 to 75. That's a good number to start with, we think. That may grow, or it may not be that many. So we'll just have those on reserve. And it's just to say, hey, there's hope for you. There's encouragement. And also, planting that seed of Jesus in their life to show them that hope and